Okay, so what can I do with Atricor since you've got nothing going on? I guess you can help out there. Well, we managed to grab this, which is good. Everybody's in their position. I don't actually want them forming defensive lines, so again I'm going to do a bit of a shimmy. I'm also going to have them under our great leader's command, so they actually fight quite a bit better. And then they are all going to hold. So that went okay-ish. Not so sure if that's a good enough province to have, so I'll move you back, move you into there so you can help them out, and I want to march my way up this train a little. This fallback line isn't too shabby, but I feel like we have the ability to go in the offensive here. You, for example, you also seem to think that. Don't know the first thing about Baghdad, though. I wish they would just get out of there. So how you doing, grunts? You're almost there. But now that you are at war with... now that Iraq is at war with them as well, I can actually... Hang on. Hold that thought. Ah, no. What's that? We need 2, but we only have 1. Shame. Alright. I mean, I'm going to need these grunts up here anyway, so we'll get them there. The supply there is stellar. This line is weak sauce, though. This isn't even very well defended. They could just march over here and then attack into us. So I guess you could be there, and it would be no worse. Good, to a degree. Still don't like it, though. Maybe this fallback line is a little surplus to requirements. I mean, this is where it's all happening, so I should be getting everybody up there. Regardless of everything else. I do, however, have this. If I could grab Mosul as well, then that would probably force their capitulation. That's under the extravagant belief that I can secure Baghdad for myself. Damn, I just need more units up here. Grunts or not grunts. So they don't have many units in Baghdad. Let's try taking advantage of that. I would have to keep them there. Which could potentially work if I can grab Baghdad. That's going to make a big difference in this war. Whilst I wait for my grunts to grunt their way across. Might not be necessary to get you guys up here, but damn it if I'm not going to try. Now if they force you out of here, then that's bad news for me. But I'm already defending as best I can up here. And I need Q8, so... let's do what we can. Oh, this isn't good though. I don't have intel, but I know they'll be there in 3 days, and I think this battle's going to go on for twice as long, so I need to hold these guys off, if such a thing is even possible. And I need Baghdad. Baghdad itself, as I said, is probably not going to secure this war for me. Basra was 1 point, and it got me not very much, like 20% or so. Well, that said, you're 5 points, so let's see what we get with that. Okay, Baghdad needs to go. Come on, they are almost gone. But if they reinforce Baghdad, then that's harsh times for me. 8 hours. I don't have 8 hours. Which kind of means I have to halt your attack and do that. Can't afford to let Baghdad regain anything as well. Come on, he's got nothing. Less than a day, that's my kind of talk. Hold all of you. Get in there. Chase him out of Baghdad, please. 3 days till I get there, though. You're going to need to keep these guys held off, actually. Whilst this line maintains being held, which is lovely. I only need one of you there. The rest of you, how about we secure that airfield? I need someone else over there as well. Whew. This is dangerous, though, these guys. I can't allow them to break this. Help them out, lads. Tomorrow it's mine. The lengths I go to win wars. Oh, that's just precious. I don't even need to take that other province, I just need to snag something. You know what? Take Baghdad if you really want to. I have a war to win. But I gotta hold on to what I have as well. Works both ways. Sheikh, be friends with the Turks. How, why, and how, why? Oh wow, they lost their fascism. How did they manage that? I want to know how to do that. It's pretty important to me. I also need more better guns. And a lot more convoys. I always need more convoys. It's always more important than getting that one ah, shoot, I lost my production efficiency on transports. It'd be because the factory burned down. I guess you lose a lot of knowledge when you do that. Have your factory burned down. Get out of here. Jake, what did you think of E3 if you saw any of it? I saw none of it, so that's what I thought. 21,000 lives lost in total. Well, might as well grab an easy province whilst we're here. Still praying for that capitulating. One province will do it. Provided I don't lose another one. But this looks good. That's the ticket. Goodbye. Now what's unfortunate is that this is only occupied territory instead of, well, annexed territory. Still gives us lots of goodies, but they're probably going to, you know, rise up and hate us and all that. So I'm wondering how we should deal with it. We're already pretty nasty to the Italians, that's fine. The Iraqis, though. Manpower isn't what we're getting out of this, but I need the factories, so we'll just shoot them dead on sight. It's not that I need the military factories, mind you, although I do want and need that artillery. Let's bump that up a touch. But we have something good to work with here. That something good is not Iran. Jake, are you ever going to play another Stellaris campaign? Absolutely. But I'm waiting for the mid-game to get that bit more interesting, which it currently is not. Not enough, at least. Alright, Ethiopia's looking good. Iran should probably be next on the menu. Although Turkey is... Turkey's a bit primer on the resources, even though if it's just chromium. Iran's got that oil, and I like oil, and I think people would like to buy oil from me if they had the option. Lovely support over in Iraq. Just lovely. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to get our planes over to Baghdad. We're going to remind ourselves that you guys are part of the elite flying crew. What are you guys again? Yeah, I think I'd kind of rather, with the exception of you, I should probably move this into a new theatre, the Home Defence Theatre, but I just want grunts to be doing that. Then again, these are super grunts. Pathetically armed. Oh, they're reinforcing with weapons 3. I find that odd, since I specifically said grunts. Oh, right, of course, they will get weapons 3. Well, they're still lowest on the rung to get it, so never mind that. Iran, though. Iran. Jake from Turkey, can you naval invade Italy? I guess I could, but no. I would have to surpass their navy, which I'm not about to, with my total ships of 0. 10 planes, and they're all transports. Oh, nice! I can get extra research slot. How much I've been needing that. Right, Iran, you continue to disgust me with your presence, but I know how hard you are to nail, so how can I take you down? The line doesn't favour me much here at all. If I fight you and you join the Axis, well, you are going to be at war with the British Raj if you do that. But I don't think that's going to spare me all that much. Their numbers are probably scarily high for me to deal with. Or are we looking at those new grunts? Still deficits and everything. We got some extra Civ factories. But I really think I'd be better off just trading them all away for more iron. More steel, rather. How much do I need? 55, so probably I will take everything you can sell me. Lovely. Except we can't get them all, so let's ditch that down a drop. Alright, I'll take it. It's not grand, but I'll take it. Jake, if you drop your paratroopers on one division, what will happen? I mean, fight? How does it happen? There will be a fight. You will almost certainly lose because your divisions are going to be low on organization when they arrive. Now, if you had a lot of paratroopers, that would be a different story. Trouble is, I don't have any good intel on what he has and where. If I knew where his troops were, well, then I'd tenderize them. There's no question about that. Production efficiency increase would be lovely. We're already working on tanks. I don't have any of those support battalions. I did say I would quite like to learn some decryption, but I also want to start my my nuclear program. That's going to have to wait, though. Decryption will give me an edge in battle. Jake, don't attack Iran, dude. I have to. It is my destiny. Even though they heavily outnumber us. I wonder how often that estimation changes. I mean, I'd love it if they only had 7 units, but they don't only have 7 units. They're going to have a lot more than 7 units. My justification on them is going to take just a few more months. To be honest, don't attack Iran. Everyone always seems to underestimate them, and eventually the Soviets will get involved. That's all bad news, but the alternative is to attack Turkey, who are similarly badass. They got planes as well, which is nasty news for me. So how do I even deal with you? You're sitting around doing absolutely very little. And I quite like having you there in general. So I think I'll make this just home defense. And you're just conquering. Wow, what amazing spelling there, Jake. Which means what exactly? These half-decent inf arts could well get up north. Attach them to that half-decent team. You defend here. Oh, you're still hanging around there, aren't you? I think I'd rather have grunts on that. But we're training up our grunts as we speak. Bit of a long journey for you there. Maybe you can take a faster journey. Hey, I took this, right? Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Hell, on that matter, you guys can take that route. It'll be far less attritions for you. Nice. It's good to have some convoys at least. Soviets wish for me to join their faction. You tempt me ever so, but hey, I could tease the Reich with that. Unfortunately, I'd be tied down with the Soviets, and I'm looking to solo this. Bhutan looks a bit purple. Nah, Bhutan's looking fine. They're under no danger. And the British Raj, on the other hand, they're under a lot of danger. In fact, come to think of it, I'll be bordering Japan soon. Maybe it's better to get Iraq on my side as that's going along. Italy, unfortunately, spreading out here. And unless I get some grunts established in Ethiopia, they're going to cause me some real issues there. Jake, Iran is one nasty country to take on. They have a surprisingly effective army and the terrain is 100% to their advantage. Attacker, beware. I know. I am well aware of my weakness compared to Iran. Also, I have no support troops, so it's not like I can dig down. Yeah, I should really get on that, start learning how to make support equipment. If I had some engineers, I might be able to get at something a bit more defensive going on here. But maybe if instead of this front line, I held something a bit nicer like behind this big-ass river. I'd still have Mosul. I'd probably lose the Baghdad region since they'll hold on to that, which is terrible. Must be some weakness that I can exploit, especially using you guys, if you're over here. I mean, they're gonna push, and then I'll hide behind this river. 1, 2... Wait, which river? I have my choice of rivers. One I only have to defend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. One I have to defend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces. Both look pretty bad for me. I don't like this. I will admit to not liking this, but I have a feeling I can work with this. I could work with it a bit better if I actually had some more paratroopers on my side, so could I please train a few more? They are, if anything, more important to me than more inf arts, so let's get rid of those. Oh, I already still have this enormous deficit of towed artillery, so go figure that. And that's because I gave all my infantry division... No, not you. No, I'm looking at the wrong ones here. Inf Arts have 2 bits of artillery, so go figure they're more expensive than your average division. Jake, you should use combination of mountains and river. Yes, I do not have that combination of mountains and river. Iran does. But I got this huge river, they'd never cross that. Well, not easily at least. Still boasting some really crappy weapons though. And even quite a lot of you are still insufficient, but the backup has arrived. So how about we work... Yeah, my guys are already telling me that I'm insufficient here. Alright, so how about that? We'll have a line then. This line. It's not great. You guys are also going to have the same line. And I will pick and choose units as I see fit to help me out here. And let's see if we can't force Iran's capitulation. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hellishly hard. But I'll see what I can do. Jake, can you tell us how many pre-ordered Hoi 4? At least better than Stellaris. And then you've said 2 things that have been automatically filtered out, which I can only assume are emotes. No and no and no. Sales numbers I am not ever at liberty to give out. And I'd appreciate if people never asked. Wow, we've actually got a guy that has good weapons. And he's just hanging around here like he hasn't got a care in the world. It's okay, Jake, you ended World War II with 5 trucks. You got this. Yeah, but I don't have any trucks, and that is nasty. Nasty for me. I'm leaving myself so wide open here. If this was multiplayer, I would deserve to die. Let's get everything we can up there. Still need to add someone to home defense. Okay, well what I could do is deploy just one of you, get rid of the rest. And then you are now also on home defense. And you're just going to sit there and do very little. They don't even need a general, they're not going to be fighting. The rest of you really do though, but you have one. You don't, but I have no problem in adding you back to the super general. He's not that super, but he's okay. Oh, without you there, resistance is growing here. I'd have to step on that because resistance grows with the way I treat these Italians. Jake, should the line include Baghdad because of the urban? The urban helps, but I'd rather get the river. And then again, Baghdad supplies me with loads of everything, really. Then again, it also... I don't lose anything, really. You make a good point. We will include Baghdad with that in mind. There we go. Hope I know what I'm doing. I'm fighting Iran. When have I ever fought in the Persian region and had it go well? The answer is I have not. It might be in my advantage to deploy extra grunts ahead of time. They'll be ready on the 30th of July. Okay, I'll have time to deploy and get them into position. I feel sorely lacking in para-bombers as well. They lack infantry equipment, something nasty. Hell, my whole nation lacks infantry equipment, something nasty, and I just don't produce it fast enough. But we're finally doing something about the lack of artillery, so let's speed up. Hell, give it 30 days, everyone will have enough artillery. Grunts won't use it, but the regulars, well, the arts will. Which is a nice feeling. I like that. Jake, what will usually happen after World War II? Does the AI actually fight till only one faction left? Does the AI quit the faction and create its own faction? Factions are pretty... well, all I can say is after my own observations. It's not like I've asked the team what happens after that, but once the game is done, they're just gonna keep fighting as long as they have enemies to fight. Although I believe there's an event that establishes some kind of peace between the Soviet Union and the Allies if they remain after wiping out the Axis. I would like my paratroopers to be better, so I'm going to use that Special Forces focus straight away. Oh, and that's right, I may as well get that under my belt. I'll have to start the nuclear program eventually. Oh, shoot. I forgot I had you guys set to deploy, didn't I? Okay. Had you deploy in the wrong place as well. What's closer for you? Probably this. Although you're... yeah, well, that'll do. And then I want you here. Jake, can we create all army motorized? We could, but I do not have the resources to motorize my entire army. I'd rather mechanize it so they get a bit of defense against everything, but fit Kinamindi. Looking at the numbers, it's not like they're that superior over me in terms of numbers. What have I got? I got like 40, and they got like 58. Hurry along, my grunts. The Danish government has gone into exile, and their main forces have capitulated to Soviet Union, who has now controlled their home area. That I find interesting, because it really looks to me like the German Reich is in control of their home area. What about Bornholm? I knew it! I knew it! The true home of the Dane, Bornholm. Jake, there's lots of notification icons. Yeah, lots of people want non-aggression pacts with me. I don't really care, so I'm getting rid of those. I have my... my justification is finished with Iran. I would like to get my grunts into position so they can actually entrench themselves a wee bit. It's not a lot, but 10% will add up. Also, it buys me some time to get some guns. Oh well, I'll be damned, I actually have enough weapons 3. Who knows, my guys might not be completely garbage anyway. And if... okay, you guys are being added to this, and then I need to... add you to... hope I'm selecting the right one here. No, I was not. I certainly did not. Okay, what I need to do is distinguish these two front lines then, which one is which. Army 2, that's Army 4. I need Armies 4 as one. So, grunts, please get on that. It's nice when even the grunts have a rocket launcher or two. Oh, they have some basic equipment as well. This is gonna go wrong in a whole number of ways. I can feel it. But I want to experience it. Also, it's more important to get my infantry equipment now since I've filled all my need for improved artillery. Nice tanks. Maybe I should research a medium tank and start rolling with those. We do, after all, use the... yeah, word's failing me here. We do use the doctrine that allows better use of that. So I have to hope that this goes well. I can imagine a lot of different ways that it could not. But I want a lot of paratroopers. As many as I can reasonably get. They get their artillery, which I really, really like. But I'll need to declare war on Iran and figure out where to go from here. We have this war goal until the 24th of October, but I don't really see any reason to dilly-dally. Let's just take him over. So, do they join the Axis? Yes, they do. So that puts